Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to do a sound comparison between segmented type drum and a stave type drum. Both of these drums are outlaw drums. Both of these drums have Evans G1 on the tops and a Hazy 300 on the bottom snare side. And I want you to hear the sound, because a lot of people think that just because head type is a lot. You can put different head types on your drum and change the sound completely. But we're just talking shell construction today. And this video is going to be about shell construction and about the different types and what sounds they generate more of. Now, all these are G1 heads, room mics only. There's only 2 microphones set up on here. I got an SM57 in front of me and a D112 right here. Stave type drum is going to have more restriction to it. Now this drum here is going to be, I would be the other spectrum of it. It's going to be more focused, more concentrated, and it's going to sound very, very good in certain locations. I feel like this drum here really sounds good on a kind of a mid to the high tuning. Poplar is a softer wood, so it's going to kind of absorb some of those overtones that kind of like to bounce around in some of the harder woods to contain. So I think that when you try to, now the grain is running vertical, it's not horizontal too, so it's not resonating as relaxedly as say a segmented drum would do. Segmented drums, the grain is going this way on a stave. Segmented is when the grain is going that way, and it plays a huge role. If you want to play rock gig, I think this snare drum right here would probably be your snare of choice. Now, this Poplar drum here weighs 8.2 pounds compared to like a Bandit, where a Bandit weighs around about 10 pounds. So, anytime you add more mass to the shell, it's not a bad thing. Okay, it's not a bad thing. I won't lie, or don't hit. Listen, the lighter the shell is, all right, the more resonant it's going to be. But sometimes it can be too resonant. And that's all you hear in this thing just bouncing around everywhere, Like a jazz style setting, a segmented drum would be amazing. But if you're playing a rock venue and really want some punch and volume, this stave drum would be my guy. Starting to really sound in this sweet spot. I can bring up a little bit more, but I got the air conditioner turned off in here so I can get a good sound. You can hear the dogs panting in the background because they're getting hot. Now this one, to me, has more dynamic range. That one right there seems like it had more volume. Yeah. one just wants to kind of sing a little bit more. It wants to have a little bit more vibration. That one's kind of wants to hit it solid, which kind of brings to my conclusion here, guys. Listen, just because what sounds good to me may not sound good to you. Okay, so sound is subjective. Some sounds make people do crazy things. You know, a sound across the chalkboard makes my skin crawl. There are certain sounds in drums that does the same exact thing, but there's also sounds that really what I like to hear.
So the overall conclusion is this: if I'm playing a venue and need a little more punch, a little more body, I'm probably going to more likely get with the Stave. If I'm playing like a jazz setting, if I'm playing like that's not mic'd up, and I really want a little bit more dynamic to the snare drum, I really want to be able to change its sound. I want to hear a little more of that ring factor, and I want to dial that in. I'm probably going to go with a segmented, because I feel like segmented have a little bit more dynamic range than like a Stave block style construction. But both drums sound really good, and I apologize in advance for not using tit for tat hoops on each drum. But I feel like the claw style hoops and the 2.3 triple flange are very similar, very close as far as sound goes. But thanks for watching this video, guys, and stay tuned for more.